welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I might get some shit for. I want to talk about 5 quartz watches you guys should consider for your collection. Now, of course, everybody knows I prefer automatic watches. I even made a video about luxury quartz watches, and I didn't have too many nice things to say about it. However, I do think there are some quartz watches that should be discussed and looked at. Now, to clarify, today I'm only looking at pure quartz. None of these hybrid systems, so no FP Journe Elegant and no Grand Seiko Spring Drive, no Seiko Kinetic, none of that Piaget new hybrid system either. Purely quartz. And I'm going to talk about 5 watches you guys should take a look at. Now, also before we get started, I wanted to say that in the next couple of days, I'm sending out the winners for the contest for the free watch. So thank you to everybody who signed up to delraywatch.com for the contest. I will contact the winner by email for instructions on how to receive the free watch and asking where I should ship it. So guys, thank you so much for the support. I got over 900 entries. That's awesome. And I'm also going to pick a second and third place as well to receive a couple of other gifts courtesy of Build Your Own Watch, Delray Watch, and of course, me at Federico Talks Watches. So keep a lookout in your email inboxes. Also, what am I wearing today? Today I'm wearing the Swatch System 51. Perfect watch for the day. Now, why is it perfect? Because it's Sunday, it's sunny in Miami, it's gorgeous outside, and the personality of this watch is exactly how I feel today. It's just a beautiful day, man. And what other way to enjoy it than with a colorful, bright Swatch System 51? Arguably, I could enjoy it with a Rolex or something else as well. But it's just a fun watch for a fun day. I'm really pumped up. So let's talk about 5 quartz watches I think y'all should, take a look at, consider, and I'll tell you why. Now, of course, this is not a definitive list, and this list is in no particular order. First off, I'm going to start with the Grand Seiko 9F. Oh my god, Federico recommended a Grand Seiko. The world's going to implode. Guys, I may not be the biggest Grand Seiko fan, but this watch, as far as quartz goes, is awesome. The 9F is a thermocompensated super quartz movement that's accurate to plus minus 10 seconds a year. Not to mention, as far as quartz watches go, it's pretty damn well decorated. You also get the fantastic Grand Seiko polishing and the look, which is very, very classic, and a lot of dial options. I think there's a lot worse you can do in the quartz category. And actually, I don't know if I'm willing to spend $2,000-$3,000, but on the pre-owned market, these Grand Seiko quartz pieces are actually fairly, very fairly priced. So I think once you consider the quality of the case, the polishing, the fact that it's accurate to plus minus 10 seconds a year, and the fact that Seiko really put a lot of heart and soul into this, you might really enjoy this piece. It's definitely worth consideration. Now, next on this list is one of the coolest watches ever made in quartz. But it's a little bit of a Marmite watch. You might love it, you might hate it, because it's pretty unique in its look. And this is the Breitling Emergency. You can get the Breitling Emergency 1, the first generation, or the Emergency 2. This watch is awesome. It's ani-digi, so analog digital. You have a ton of features like a countdown timer, a chronograph, rotating bezel. I'm looking at the picture here, a great loom. A ton of extra features, even an electrical, or rather a quartz minute repeater. However, what is that little knob, at essentially 5 o'clock? That is a distress beacon. So this watch, if you ever get in trouble, you get lost at sea or your plane goes down, God forbid, you can kind of unscrew it and pull out this massive antenna and they will send out a rescue party. That's right, this watch will get you rescued, hence the name, the Breitling Emergency. Now, full disclosure, you pull that antenna out, if you're not in distress, let's say it kind of slips. Well, it shouldn't slip, but let's say you're just messing with it and you pull that antenna out, you'll get hit with a fat fine. I'm talking $10,000, $15,000 fine for a false alarm. So this watch genuinely could save your life in that situation. Now, hopefully, you'll never have to go through that, but I think that's pretty damn cool. I mean, it's one of the most unique features out there. Yes, this watch is massive. It's very, very big. But you gotta fit that beacon in there. It's very unique. It also has a super quartz thermocompensated movement. I just don't know, man. This is a really, really unique watch. And it comes in some crazy dial colors like yellow, orange. You even have the one that's all black. I believe they call it the Midnight Edition. I'm not 100% sure on that last part. But the Breitling Emergency is definitely a super, super cool watch. And I do kind of want one of these, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't really sail boats, fly airplanes, but who cares? It's excessive. I love it. Now, next is a more affordable option. And this watch, I believe, came out in the past couple of years, maybe even just last year. And it is the Bulova Chronograph. Now, this watch looks awesome. It almost looks like as if Gerald Genta was alive today, this is a watch he would design. It features Bulova's high-frequency quartz movement, so you've got that super smooth sweep. It's very, very thin, and of course, it is curved to fit perfectly over your wrist. Comes in gold-plated finishes, it comes in steel, it comes in PVD. Most of them come on rubber straps, and it's got the skeletonized face and display back quartz movement. Now, yeah, a display back on a quartz is something I would probably make fun of in most other videos. Invicta does do that, but this is an in-house, unique, high-precision, high-beat quartz movement. I think it's pretty cool, and at well under $1,000, I think you could do a lot worse. I mean, quartz, in-house high-frequency movement, chronograph, a great design. I really, really like this watch. Now we have an oddball of a pick. And that's because it's a really cool watch, but it really doesn't have anything to do with the movement. And this is one of the early Bell and Rosses, the Bell and Ross Hydromx. This watch features a quartz movement, nothing special though, just an ETA quartz. However, the watch itself is pretty damn unique. It is water resistant to 11,100 meters, which is essentially deeper than if you were to put Mount Everest under the ocean. And the way they do that is by filling the entire case, the dial and the movement, with a special kind of like hydraulic oil or oil. Essentially, it keeps the case pressurized. That way the crystal and case back don't pop off. So when you look at it, you can actually kind of see the oil floating inside the watch. They chose a quartz movement, obviously, because it was easier to work with the oil as opposed to an automatic, and because quartz, honestly, is a tougher movement. It's got a rotating bezel and an integrated bracelet design. It's pretty unique. I mean, these also can be picked up in the 1000s range, probably the high thousands. It's a very tough watch that looks tough, has a very unique feature, and features, of course, a quartz movement. And I think the application of quartz in this watch is perfect, because it's all about ruggedness. Now, can a diver ever go 11,100 meters? No, you die thousands of meters before that. A diver can't even hit 300 meters. But water depth rating is not just about the rating. It's about kind of like the toughness of the watch. Yes, you may never even get a fraction to that depth. I understand that. But usually, water rating, depth rating is akin to the construction of the watch. And usually the higher the water depth rating, the tougher the watch. And this certainly is a super tough watch, the Bell and Ross Hydromx. And now last but not least, and of course this watch had to make this list, the Breitling Aerospace. Essentially, this is a Breitling Emergency without the emergency beacon. It's got that super quartz movement with all those features, chronograph, countdown timer, minute repeater, multi-time zone, of course, time, rotating bezel, and the case is made entirely out of titanium. Now, depending which generation of this you pick up, they can range as cheap as $900 to as much as $3,500 plus. This is a super tough watch with a ton of features in titanium. It's very, very light, which is fantastic. I've actually got one up on the store, so full disclosure, just in case you guys want to know, because I could be biased. And I did wear it for a few days, and it felt fantastic. It's almost like the watch isn't there. You don't have to worry about banging it around. Sapphire crystal, it's got that super quartz movement, titanium. It's just a tough all-around watch, and it's significantly less expensive than the Breitling Emergency, and some people might not want that emergency feature, and it's also a lot more reasonably sized. I believe 42 millimeters. So, it's a lot more wearable, it's a lot less expensive, and it's missing what some people may call a superfluous feature. Anyway, guys, I know there's a lot more quartz watches out there that deserve attention, but these are the 5 I want to talk about today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Also, please don't forget to check out Delray Watch Supply, my website where I sell pre-owned watches, and I offer watch service. That's delraywatch.com. Guys, thank you so much for sticking in for another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.